As we end the week together, here's what's happening right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6. Hidden treasures of haunted history get revealed. The ghost tour revealing eerie tales mixing fact, folklore, and community pride. Plus, a Pasco restaurant stepping up during the government shutdown. Why a SNAP recipient turned business owner is paying it forward. Then the search intensifies for missing tribal member Wesley Dixon Jones. How police and the FBI are preparing their weekend search along the Umatilla River. And a lot of trick-or-treaters are probably heading out now. How's it looking weather-wise, Stacy?
So far dry, but we're seeing some creepy, spooky fog, just perfect for Halloween night. I've got your full First Alert forecast on this Friday night as the news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
And a very good evening. Thank you for joining us on this Halloween. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy is off tonight. Well, it is Halloween weekend, and for anyone looking for a good scare, there's a ghost tour in the Tri-Cities that's bringing local history back from the dead. And the company offering these tours may be familiar to you.
So they built a new structure in the 1920s, which is the one that still exists today.
Pretty Gritty Tours, a Washington-based company known for its historical walking tours, has been offering ghost tours across the Tri-Cities. From Richland to Kennewick, guides lead small groups through neighborhoods once home to pioneers, workers, and according to legend, a few lingering spirits.
So we're about to release the new schedule for the season, but we do have our ghost tour on Halloween, and then we are hoping to offer them throughout the year on weekends, Fridays and Saturdays in the evening.
Founded by Chris Staudinger and Tawny Clark, a pair of professional travel journalists who returned home to the Pacific Northwest. The company started in Tacoma, where they worked with local artists, historians, and guides to spotlight history.
And for the Richland Ghost Tour, it kind of walks around the Uptown Center near the Pioneers Cemetery, and then just through that, like by the abandoned office building that's down there, looking at the early history of Richland.
But the statue is vaguely reminiscent of Sarah Bernhardt.
And they have a huge online following with hundreds of thousands of followers.
Getting an opportunity to see your hometown in a new light, even if it's a dark light, is pretty exciting.
Over the years, they've expanded statewide, including in the Tri-Cities, sharing eerie tales that mix fact, folklore, and community pride.
One of the things that stood out to me growing up there is there weren't a ton of ghost stories that came around. Like we had the Finley Ghost and like Jump Off Joe, but there was a weird absence on the ghost tour, ghost story front. And so when I started doing research into the Tri-Cities, what I found was that there is this like treasure trove of stuff that has been hidden.
And coming soon, tours for the Yakima area.
I'm actually on a scouting mission to Yakima on Monday because we are setting up some walking tours and hopefully a ghost tour out there very, very soon.
Okay, so the million-dollar question, have you ever experienced anything weird on the tours?
You know, I have yet to have something super strange happen to me in Richland, but I know some of the guides have had weird occurrences kind of by the business center there as they're going towards that green path.
I had a lot of fun talking to him. Other cities that the group offers tours in is Tacoma, Seattle, and Olympia. Learn more about them on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. All right, so Stacey Lee is here.
I'm a huge fan, by the way, of him. I was so excited that you interviewed him.
Yeah, you walk in.
And I need to talk to him because I have seen a ghost in downtown Kennewick many years ago. Saw it. Saw it with my own two eyes.
Okay. All
just
right.
so you know.
Anything scary on the weather front?
So it is, you know what's spooky tonight is we've got like low clouds and fog hanging around. Just like the ambiance is just right to be spooked out tonight. So let's take a look out there. Here's what it looks like in Pasco, and you can just see that fog just kind of lingering tonight. And we'll continue to see some patchy fog. Now, the good news for the trick-or-treaters is it looks like it's going to be dry, although misty with this fog in the air. 45 degrees. Look at that humidity at 82%. So that's what you're seeing out there. And by the way, I'm a zazzy cat. All right, we've got temperatures in the 40s all through the region right now, and we're going to pretty much hang out in the 40s for most of the night. Some of us dropping down in the 30s in the early morning hours. Not quite as cold. We were 29 degrees this morning in the area, so very chilly. This is what we're watching, that weather pattern moving through tonight. This is tomorrow, and then we get to Sunday and we'll see a clearing pattern. However, there is going to be some snow developing in those upper ridges, and as that system moves through, it's going to bring some strong gusty winds. We have wind advisories in place for most of that area in blue. Gusts as high as 55 miles per hour. Here's the temps again. We're staying in the 40s at least through 10 o'clock. Slight chance of some showers, but overall things seem to be staying dry. So the patchy fog will be the big news if you're traveling. Wet and windy on your Saturday. And don't forget, we fall back this weekend and get an extra hour of sleep. I'll break down that trick-or-treat forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Austin?
Stacey, thank you. All new at 6 now, we have new information on a story we have been following. Authorities are stepping up the search for missing Umatilla tribal member Wesley Dixon Jones. Police and the FBI are marking deep spots along the Umatilla River for a sonar search this weekend, with volunteers from the MMIW Search and Hope Alliance joining in. The 71-year-old was last seen October 5th in a gray 2003 Ford Escape. Officials are also now asking anyone with video footage from the area to come forward. If you know anything, call the Umatilla Tribal Police. Best Pizza Ever, a restaurant in Pasco, is giving away free slices of pizza to those affected by SNAP benefits ending during the government shutdown. One of the restaurants inside a Pasco Specialty Kitchen, they say they will continue to give out free SNAP slices until everyone's benefits are reinstated, or they go broke doing it. It's a cause close to the owner's heart, having been on the SNAP program until July of this year when he opened Best Pizza Ever.
I was like hanging out in this peanut park right here, and I looked at this place, and then I decided to open this pizza place because I have a background in this industry. And so when the government people were complaining about SNAP being shut down, I felt it was a personal. I felt in my heart that I needed to give back to the community.
Originally starting on their own, community members asked if they could donate to the cause. In less than 24 hours, over $700 has been donated, each dollar being worth a slice of pizza. Well, the high school football season is nearing its end. Tonight is the last game of the regular season for the Kennewick Lions as they host the Hermiston Bulldogs at Lamson Stadium. And that is where we find our very own Jake Gable, who joins us live. Jake, what is at stake for this late season matchup?
Yes, it's right. It's the end of the regular season. I can't believe it's here already. Halloween, it's normally Friday Night Lights. Maybe call it Friday Night Frights. I don't know if that was too good of a pun or not, but hey, it's the last game of the season. Kennewick dressed in their pumpkin orange uniforms. They're taking on Hermiston, and this is a game that matters for Kennewick. They're 6-2 heading into this game, and they are most likely heading to the state playoffs, and a win in this one can really help them in the long run, especially with their standings. A loss most likely will not take them out of the playoff race at all, but a win will certainly be most crucial for them if they want to get a high seed as possible. Hermiston, on the other end, is 2-6. This isn't their last regular season of the, regular season game of the season, but this probably will be the end of their season when they do finish that and will not be moving on to playoff contention. Moving a little bit to the players as well. Kennewick has a great rushing offense. They've been using that all season, and they have 2 players that have scored 8 rushing touchdowns this season, one of them being their quarterback, Dominic Driver. And Hermiston also has a great running back as well. He's averaging about 90 rushing yards per game, and he's trying to get his running game going against this Lions defense that's been really stout against the run this season. They actually lead the Mid-Columbia Conference in rushing yards allowed. They've allowed the fewest amount of rushing yards so far this season. It's also the Kennewick senior night as well, so expect a little bit of energy from these Lions tonight as they have a little bit more to play for, but you'll hear from me a little bit later in the show. For right now, Austin, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Jake Gable, thank you for that live report. Still ahead on your news, live at 6, WSU Tri-Cities tradition returning, how they are honoring loved ones at the annual event. Plus, Stacy Lee returns with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. Kind of spooky out there right now. Before we head to break, though, we have some fun Halloween pictures from you, our viewers.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Don't get caught alone, oh no. Ghostbusters! When it comes through your door, unless you just...
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter. With high-tech features and excellent reliability. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 3.49% APR on a 2026 HR-V.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At Neurostim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
This Halloween, some of my favorite snacks are going as monsters, like these 2 monster tacos, the Monster Churro, and the Monster Mozzarella Stick. Me, I'm going as a super successful CEO. Try them for a mini $3 each. Get so much more for under $4.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
During fall and winter, weather can change fast.
And no one works harder to give you early warnings than Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
We're constantly looking ahead for the next weather event that could impact our area.
It could be a severe storm or just disruptive weather like a small shower that could interfere with soccer or football games.
On air, online, mobile, and social, we'll get it right.
First Alert Weather from Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
Always on your side.
Arizona at Dallas. Monday Night Football at 5. Apple Valley News Now.
Your News at 6 continues with an education alert. It is time for a WSU Tri-Cities tradition to open up the month of November. It is the annual Day of the Dead celebration, and it's next Monday from 5 to 7 p.m. The annual event is student-ran and open to other students, families, and community members. It will feature fun, dancing, food, including tacos, lots of desserts. The celebration will also give attendees a space to honor loved ones who have passed away.
So yes, we will be having a community altar that will be an opportunity for people to bring pictures or trinkets of their loved ones, and it's just kind of a way of remembering them and bringing them so that they can be honored during the celebration.
This year's event will be hosted at WSU Tri-Cities Student Union Building. Well, you know, Halloween weekend movie options now include an old-fashioned horror double feature. David Daniel has more in tonight's Hollywood Minute.
Dad, I can see you. No, that's not us. That's somebody else's car.
AMC Theaters are offering 2 scary screenings for 1 ticket. Hallow Road, starring Rosamund Pike and Matthew Rhys, and the darkly comic thriller Vincent Must Die. More info at HalloweenDoubleFeature.com.
Stop looking backwards, Dave. But ladders is what we do next.
An update on the Call of Duty movie. Paramount and Activision have a creative team for their live-action feature film based on the popular military video game franchise. Peter Berg, known for Deepwater Horizon and Patriots Day, will direct the movie and co-write it with Yellowstone and Landman creator Taylor Sheridan.
I've been drinking beer for 40 years, and I never wished once that it tasted more like fruit.
King of the Hill has at least a few more years in it. Hulu has renewed the adult animated series for its 16th and 17th seasons. Season 14 debuted in August, and season 15 is due out next year. In Hollywood, by way of Arlen, Texas, I'm David Daniel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And a spooky forecast ahead. It's pretty foggy down in the Yakima Valley right now by Mart Skycam at Tannum Ridge in Yakima. Kind of keeping an eye on that. In fact, you can tell just how foggy it is just by this humidity level at 76%, 46 degrees. The good news is we're not going to be down in the freezing zone like we were the last couple of nights. Temperatures are going to stay above that, and we're seeing that. We're slowly dropping into the 40s. We haven't hit the 30s just yet. What are we seeing for rain showers? There is about a 10% chance in Yakima through 9 o'clock and less than a 10% chance in Tri-Cities. So other than that moisture floating around in the air, we should keep those raindrops off of us. But they're not getting that treatment on the west side of the state. Look at this heavy rain right on top of Seattle. Not good for those trick-or-treaters. Mainly going to see cloudy skies. If we do see any sprinkles, they'll be much later on in the evening or tomorrow, because this system starts to move in off the shore. It is an atmospheric river once again. As it rolls in, it brings in the strong gusty winds. We're talking sustained winds 20 to 30 or 25 to 35 miles an hour, gusting up to 55 in the gorge, 50 miles an hour here in the lower elevations. Secure any loose items and do be careful if you're driving tomorrow. When do those winds really hit? Around 11 o'clock, right when that advisory kicks in. And that'll be through pretty much the entire region. And the day stays windy. This is 1 o'clock. Even by 5 o'clock, we're still seeing gusts up to 27 miles an hour, 36 in Hermiston. So very windy through those mountain gaps and up in the mountains as well. By the time we get to overnight, 2, 3 in the morning, things will calm down. Let's map out some of those rain showers through the area, hit or miss through our region, but we'll start to see heavier rain moving across the Cascades, and eventually whatever doesn't land in the mountains could make its way here to the east, mainly landing, it looks like, in Walla Walla and Dayton, but we'll see a few sprinkles through the region. Not going to get a huge accumulation of rain with this system, but much needed nonetheless. We are going to see more rain Monday through Thursday, possible all next week, as we have another system moving in past that. All right, our temperatures tonight, like I said, staying well above that freezing level. We're in the 40s for most of us, with the exception of Ellensburg and some of those mountain locations. 7-day planner, here you go. Dia de las Muertas is tomorrow, with breezy winds and, of course, rain showers possible. We fall back on Sunday. There is your active weather for the rest of the week in Tri-Cities. Always a little bit less of a chance here, but you know, that's the way it goes. In Yakima, we see better chances of rain next week, 80% chance tomorrow, and look for those breezy winds to gusty winds as that system crosses our path and swoops down from the Cascade Mountains. Here's what it looks like in Ellensburg. We're going to see a 80% chance of rain, breezy to gusty winds, and then active weather next week. Patchy fog will be a problem probably there tonight as well, those lower elevations, and we'll see some fog also bubbling up on Tuesday in Ellensburg. Walla Walla looking wet and windy tomorrow with a break on Sunday. By the way, this weekend, Sunday's going to be your day, so that would be the perfect day for those outdoor activities because we're going to have a nice long stretch of active weather with the possibility of seeing active showers through the region, possibly all next week. So Sunday's that little break in between things, Austin. But tonight, we were watching that rain all week long. It looks like it just,
I know.
We did this.
Yep.
And it worked.
And it worked. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
So.
And you know, the 40s, it's a little cool for some. Just wear a light jacket, I guess.
Right.
And
yep.
Be ready.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. Still ahead, we're going to tell you about the time a 35-year-old car met its match. That's when we return with Caught on Camera. But first, more Halloween pictures from you.
Black Friday is here at More Furniture. Don't miss the biggest savings of the year. Up to 50% off store-wide on beautiful living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Free white glove delivery on your purchase of $9.99 or more. We'll bring it in, set it up, and take the hassle out of your holiday upgrade. Plus doorbuster deals you can't afford to miss. Shop early for the very best selections before they're gone.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Are you an energy worker receiving home health care? Don't settle. It's time to choose better care. At CNS Cares, our local nurses provide reliable care you can count on. Your dedicated care manager will help you get all the care and benefits you've earned.
My first provider made a lot of promises. CNS Cares has delivered.
Find out why more families are switching to CNS Cares. Visit cnscares.com.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Injured in a car wreck or slip and fall? We're right here, your neighbors, your lawyers, fighting for you. Call the local experienced team who cares. Call the home team, where you meet your attorney in person. When you need help, hire the home team who fights for you. More cash for your crash. Capuzza Lighty, accident injury lawyers. Local, experienced, ready to fight for you.
Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance for your heating system check. Call before November 14th to schedule your appointment, and you'll pay only $96. We'll evaluate your equipment and explain issues that could affect your comfort. A Vance heating system check this fall can ensure your home stays warm and cozy all winter. Don't wait. Call today or book online.
Time to check this out. Ever wonder if a giant pumpkin could crush a car? Well, your wait is over. That's a 2,000-pound pumpkin dropping, there it goes, from nearly 14 stories onto a 1991 Geo Metro.
That's right. A pumpkin grower in Utah decided recently to use this method to get rid of his old car. Alan Gerbert drove the Geo for nearly 35 years. Who has a car for 35 years?
I love it.
Until it stopped running, and then that was his cue to drop that massive pumpkin onto the car. It was a Geo.
Those were the Geos. Those were interesting vehicles. Rest in peace. An escaped monkey in a diaper caused a little mayhem at a Spirit Halloween store.
That's right. Police in Plano, Texas say the monkey escaped from its owner after being spooked by an animatronic decoration. It was seen climbing and swinging from the rafters. The monkey was also climbing on store shelves. Officers say the primate's owner eventually was able to get a hold of him with a cookie. Thank goodness it wasn't that monkey with all those
the diseases, right? Yeah. Gosh.
Anyway, never mind.
Still ahead. Our very own Jake Abel is taking you to Lamson Stadium for the final regular season game for the Kennewick Lions. Happy Halloween, everybody. We'll be right back.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
The Black Friday mattress event is on now at More Furniture. Save big on premium mattresses, including Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. During the Black Friday event, our premium mattresses are at the lowest prices of the season. For a limited time, you'll get our very best offer, 72 months interest-free financing. That's 72 equal monthly payments, absolutely no interest and no money down. Plus, we'll provide free white glove delivery and removal of your old mattress. Visit More Furniture today.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models.
See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
At Consumer Reports,
we're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
They're not fancy. No leather seats, no powerful sound systems, but they have wheels, seat belts, and AC. These are Apple Valley News Now cruisers, and they go where news happens. Because Apple Valley News Now is everywhere you need us to be.
Reporting live here in downtown Richland.
Yakima, Tri-Cities, Walla Walla.
From the Blues to the Cascades, one television station leads the way with local news you trust. Oh, and when you see one of our cruisers, please go ahead and wave. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m., the fall business boom hitting the Tri-Cities. Our Monique Garcia shares who's opening their doors and taking root. Plus, new journalists are emerging in Kennewick, what the next generation is reporting on at Sagecrest Elementary. That and more right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Hi, everybody. Happy Halloween. Austin Reed alongside Stacey Lee. Wendy's off tonight.
I'm the Zazzy Cat tonight.
I guess. Oh, man. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. I'm trying to think of a fun term, but that worked. It's getting dark now. So
Getting dark. Trick-or-treaters are out. People drive safe. But let's see, is the weather going to hold for us? Let's talk about the spooky headlines out there. Again, we have stray sprinkles, some patchy fog. Get ready for a wet and windy Saturday. Fall back on Sunday, and Sunday will be the nicest day of the weekend. Here's what it looks like on our Legends Casino Sky Cam out in Richland. Again, it's a little bit foggy out there, and ooh, a little hocus pocus just happened right there. Magically, I appeared. 45 degrees now. The humidity at 82%. That shows that fog and low-lying clouds in our area, and we'll continue to see that tonight if you're traveling. Low beams, not the high beams. Temperatures all in the 40s through the region, so holding out, and we're staying dry around the area. Your overnight lows aren't going to change too much from the temperatures you're seeing right now in the area, so much warmer than we've had over the last couple of nights. This is that system moving through tonight. Tomorrow bringing showers through the region. Sunday clearing skies, so that is good news. Sunday will be the best of the weekend. Do get ready for some strong gusty winds as we have high wind advisories all through our area. We'll talk about that a little bit more, but check it out. Here's your forecast for tomorrow. Planning outside, it's going to be wet, so bring your umbrella and get ready for that. I'll get to your full Halloween forecast coming up. Austin?
Stacey, thanks. We start with fire watch as firefighters in Walla Walla were called out early this morning for a house fire on Donald Street. Crews arrived just after 3 a.m. to find a duplex under construction with light smoke coming from the front. Walla Walla Fire, along with County Fire District 4, quickly got the flames under control in less than 20 minutes. Nobody was hurt. Damage is estimated at $75,000, though. Investigators say the blaze was accidental, likely caused by an electrical failure in extension cords. Well, the business scene across the Tri-Cities usually changes just like seasons do, sometimes busy, sometimes quiet. But now that we're in late fall, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia brings you the inside scoop on fresh businesses planting roots and the inspiring stories behind them.
In Pasco, a sweet new treat has arrived. Crispy Cones, an ice cream shop franchise, has opened its doors, adding a fresh flavor to the community. Meanwhile, in Richland, bargain hunters have a new hot spot as Five Below steps into the space formerly occupied by Party City, which closed this past summer. However, not all changes are new beginnings. Joann Fabrics has closed all its stores in the Tri-Cities, marking the end of an era for local fabric enthusiasts. But hope and growth take center stage with Tristan Rao, owner of Burlesque Brew. After 18 years of running a coffee shop in Kennewick, she is expanding to West Richland. Opening a second location brings a swirl of emotions.
It's going really good, but it's still really scary. You never know. It's still pretty early on and especially going into the winter. Winter usually is slower time for coffee stands, so it is scary but exciting, and hopefully we do good.
Her journey of expansion is not without challenges. Rao previously opened a second location but had to close it. Refusing to be defeated, she chose to learn and try again.
Keep going, don't give up. Believe in yourself. I think a lot of my success has come because I won't give up. I just keep trying. I did fail on one location and had to close it down, but just think outside of the box. What's not working, there's might be another way out there that will work.
Supporting the spirit of resilience is David Fetto, president of the West Richland Chamber of Commerce. He says that community support for local businesses goes far beyond social media shoutouts.
We try to do things to encourage our members to come on and use the business. So, for example, like this ribbon cutting, trying to get as many people out here to support the business. We'll do flash mobs at various places. We'll hold our chamber meetings in. Oh, let's go get a cup of coffee, or let's go over to a restaurant and go, get something to eat. We try to just promote them that way.
The ribbon cutting ceremony celebrated at Burlesque Brew is just one of the many planned in West Richland. The city is gearing up for new businesses, including a local bookstore and a fresh produce market. Reporting in West Richland, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Monique, thank you. We also know that Planet Fitness has signed on to join the growing community of businesses in West Richland with plans to add some new strip malls. The season of growth is clearly upon the Tri-Cities. In local living, in this general election, one of the 5 seats that is up for re-election is the District 3 position. Eva Salas decided to run for the first time for a school board seat. Salas says he was born and raised in Sunnyside and was going through some tough times while attending school, which inspired him to run for those kids that see it as sort of a refuge. For those voters who feel the district board and the community's relationship could be stronger, he says his personal experience can help bridge the gap.
I come with a different perspective. I have the experience and the struggle of most of my community. I grew up in the neighborhood, and so I'm going to look at things a different way. And so that means that when I'm up there and I'm at the board, I'm going to be arguing for things that they're struggling with, And I think that's what's lacking. And I can give that to them because my experiences are different. I see the community as, to a certain extent, a larger family. And when I look at them, I see myself in them. And so I think that I can bring change in that way.
This is the first year voters in Sunnyside will vote for school board positions by district. To make your vote count, get your ballot in by 8 p.m. in a ballot drop-off box on November 4th. Well, a new club at Sagecrest Elementary School in Kennewick is giving students the chance to become the journalists of tomorrow. It is a student newspaper called The Owl Observer. New at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells you what the kids are writing about and why he's afraid they might just take his job.
Well, it looks like us at Apple Valley News Now might have some competition because Sagecrest Elementary just released The Owl Observer.
The Owl Observer is the school's brand new newspaper, and it covers everything an elementary student needs to know. From school events, funny stories from teachers, and recess tips to whether or not 6-7 is a thing anymore. The Owl Observer is the creation of librarian Chantel Rivera, who says she's always wanted to run a newspaper club since she was in one as a kid.
And when I became a teacher, I really wanted to find some way to work in having a newspaper with kids. And I hadn't been able to yet until I became a librarian. I found out that I got to run my own club, and right away I knew I was going to run a school newspaper.
The club's first edition came out earlier this month, and so far, Rivera says it's been a hit around the school. Students have enjoyed reading book reviews and comics and filling out word searches, and the kids in the club are having fun as well.
I actually make the games. I'm working on Spirit Day, but I used to work on school events.
I write book recommendations for different genres or themes.
I know you're watching this, Mom.
Rivera says the newspaper club is a good way for students to practice their writing skills, and she hopes that the club can produce the writers and even journalists of tomorrow. And at this rate, I'm getting scared about being replaced.
Does that mean you all are going to take my job one day?
Yes.
No.
Going forward, the club plans to release a new Owl Observer every month. Reporting from Kennewick, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Caleb, thank you very much. We're in jeopardy as well, not just you, sir. The newspaper club meets twice each week for about half an hour during recess. Well, turning to local sports, we're going to check back in now with our very own Jake Gable as senior night is under the Friday night lights for the Kennewick football team. It's the last game of the regular season for the Lions as they take on the Hermiston Bulldogs at Lamson Stadium. Let's go back out to Jake now, joining us with another live update. So, Jake, what exactly is the atmosphere like as the seniors get ready to take the field?
Yeah, well, right now it's a little bit of anticipation. As you can see behind me right here, the entire football team is lined up waiting for the seniors to get honored. Probably going to happen any second here, but the entire football team as well as the band and some staff are lined up, and then over to this side you have all the seniors' families and the seniors as well, as they're going to get their names called. They have bouquets of roses as well as some balloons with their numbers on it, lots of signs and families just getting ready to honor the seniors for this game. For the game, though, however, we're about a little over 20 minutes away from kickoff. Was watching Kennewick earlier and saw an interesting little play they were practicing. They did a fake field goal in practice. Haven't seen that one before, so will be interesting to see if they pull that out on the field tonight. But they're playing Hermiston, who is 2-6, looking for their third win of the season. So Kennewick and Hermiston going to get underway soon as Kennewick gets ready to honor their seniors. Austin, back to you in the studio.
Jake, thank you very much. Happy Halloween. Have a good weekend. Still ahead on your news at 6:30, an online plot leads to real-world arrests. What the FBI is saying about an alleged ISIS-inspired plot planned for Halloween weekend. And let's go outside. Live pictures from our Skycam network. If you are heading out tonight, Stacy Lee is tracking that all-important First Alert weekend weather forecast, even if you've got plans for the weekend. Hey, before we head to break, though, we have been getting a bunch of online submissions for Halloween viewer picks, so let's see what we have now.
Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand, don't fear.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services. Christine Connolly, Realtor.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
Nope. And you get the latest phones.
i5.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Here at the clinic, we offer our medical weight loss program. Diabetes, and more broadly, insulin resistance, is a highly inflammatory state that increases our risk of cardiovascular disease, cancer, as well as Alzheimer's and other neurodegenerative diseases.
Basically, it's the lack of awareness about what's creating that weight. There's lots of psychological aspects to that, so that where you come to is to a more centered place of feeling good and connected and positive about yourself. Self-confidence.
You have access to over 100 weekly group fitness classes, top-notch fitness facilities, cutting-edge scientific therapies integrated into your program, and dedicated coaches rooting for your success. We also offer options for pharmaceutical assistance. We create patient-specific game plans centered around the 7 essential elements, which are sleep, nutrition, atmosphere, breathing, movement, thought, and purpose.
So rather than just focus, it's not dieting, and it's not focused on dieting, and that's not what we do here at Pacific Clinic. It's mind, body, physical, emotional, mental, and the combination of all of those things. And I think that makes us tremendously different than any of the other programs out there.
To get started, call 509-783-5465 and schedule an appointment with a client advocate today.
Black Friday is here at More Furniture. Don't miss the biggest savings of the year. Up to 50% off store-wide on beautiful living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Free white glove delivery on your purchase of $9.99 or more. We'll bring it in, set it up, and take the hassle out of your holiday upgrade. Plus doorbuster deals you can't afford to miss. Shop early for the very best selections before they're gone.
Did you work at a DOE nuclear site? Do you have your white card? Talk to CNS Cares. We provide the best in-home care for former energy workers. Our local nurses bring you reliable, compassionate care you can count on. And your dedicated care manager will help you get all the care and benefits you've earned.
If there's a lot of things you want to do in life, you probably need to get on this program.
Who you choose matters. Visit cnscares.com.
The
White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
US Cellular makes it easy to switch. Get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in.
We don't even have to trade in our teeth?
Nope.
I almost lost this one.
Get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
Welcome back. The FBI says a potential terrorist attack allegedly planned for Halloween weekend was thwarted. 2 law enforcement sources described the reported plot as ISIS-inspired and said it unfolded in online chat rooms. FBI Director Kash Patel revealed the alleged plot and the arrest of multiple suspects this morning. Authorities say the people involved in the chat went to a shooting range with AK-47s, practiced high-speed reloads, and made a reference to Pumpkin Day, according to a law enforcement analyst. Today, federal judges in Rhode Island and Massachusetts ruled the government is required to tap into billions of dollars in emergency funds to help pay for food stamp benefits. Both judges rejected the Department of Agriculture's claim that it couldn't use contingency funds during the shutdown. U.S. District Judge John McConnell in Rhode Island said, quote, "The shutdown of the government through funding doesn't do away with SNAP. It just does away with the funding of it." And you won't find Disney's channels on YouTube TV, at least until the two can come to an agreement. Disney's channels were removed from YouTube's pay TV platform after the two media giants failed to reach a new carriage agreement before Thursday's midnight deadline. The blackout leaves subscribers unable to watch content from Disney networks, including ESPN, ABC, Disney Channel, FX, National Geographic, and Freeform. The two companies remain in talks. Now, of course, you can keep watching us over the air. In Tri-Cities, it's 42.1 KVUE TV, and in Yakima, it's 35.1 KAP TV.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Happy Halloween, spooky weather. We're seeing a little bit of fog in the area. Looking pretty clear here at the studio in Kennewick tonight. Again, reminding you to download the Apple Valley News Now weather app. It alerts you as soon as there's a raindrop or anything going on outside. 45 degrees, humidity 82%. Very likely you're going to see some patchy, dense fog, especially in those lower lying areas and when you get closer to the river and as we get closer to the morning hours. Temperatures in the region, 40s. Not bad. We're slowly drifting down, but the overnight lows aren't going to be much different than that. For the rest of the trick-or-treating hours, about a 10% chance of rain there in Yakima, only a less than 10% chance in Tri-Cities. My thing is, I think we're staying dry. We just have some fog and cloudy skies. Now, we're not going to stay dry all night. We've got this monster moving across from the west side, across the Cascades, and then into our area. We could start to see some sprinkles here in Ellensburg any time now. It's this upper level system track, which continues tomorrow. As this system moves across the area, we're going to see some strong gusty winds. There's some wind alerts in place for the Columbia Basin, foothills of the Blues. This section here, we could see anywhere from 20 to 30 mile an hour sustained winds, gusts up to 50. A little bit breezier when you get down into the Columbia River Gorge, gusts as high as 55 miles an hour. So prepare for that. We'll really start to feel those winds picking up by 11 o'clock or so tomorrow, as you can see through the entire region. And we're going to stay pretty blustery all day. Very windy when you get up into those mountain and mountain passes. So some driving conditions could be difficult in those areas. We'll stay nice and windy through the lower elevations through most of the evening. Things will start to die down around 10 o'clock tomorrow night, and then things will be much calmer on your Sunday. Sunday fun day. That's the day of the weekend you're going to enjoy the most, I think, because tomorrow we'll see scattered showers coming and going. Here's the cloudy conditions in the morning. There is the rain. Starts to move on to the east, crossing Tri-Cities, Hermiston area into Walla Walla, Dayton, and the Blues. Once that moves on out, we'll still see more active weather across the Cascades in the form of snow in some of our mountain pass elevations above pass level. Shouldn't impact our driving, but we'll continue to see that. And so a little bit bit more snow already getting hold there in the Cascades. More rain headed our way Monday through Thursday next week, where we'll have varying degrees of precip chances. Our overnight lows tonight, like I said, staying above freezing. They're not a whole lot different than our temperatures right now, so not a big change. All right, Dia de las Muertas tomorrow, 50% chance of rain, Tri-Cities, breezy winds. Falling back on Sunday. Don't forget, we got to switch that clock back. I always forget, this is the time of year where we get that extra hour of sleep, but then, man, it gets dark so early. In Yakima, we'll see temperatures from the 60s into the 50s, and we stay in the 50s with a chance of rain. Active weather for Ellensburg, some breezy and gusty winds tomorrow, and some chillier temperatures for the next several nights in the Kittitas Valley. Walla Walla, a nice warmer day tomorrow, but breezy winds and rain probably won't feel 69 degrees. And then look at those showers going through next week. 66 for Hermiston, and rain possible all week long. And some of the gusty winds potentially could be stronger in Hermiston than some of the other areas, a little bit closer to the river and the gorge area.
Okay.
So that's a wind tunnel, Austin, and it gets very gusty through there.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, drive safe tomorrow if you are on the roads.
For sure. It does become very scary through that
driving
stretch.
the car.
Yes. So, all right. Thank you very much. Still ahead, the future of housework arrives. We'll tell you about the high-tech housekeeper that comes with a high price tag. But first, more pics from you for Halloween.
I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream?
Mid-Columbia Libraries invites the community to come together through the power of stories by reading great books and meeting the authors who write them. This year's Mid-Columbia Reads Literary Festival celebrates Remarkably Bright Creatures by New York Times bestselling author Shelby Van Pelt. Join us Thursday, November 13th at 7 p.m. at CBC's Jurdy Center in Pasco. Enjoy an evening with the author and get your book signed. This free event is open to everyone.
This is Apple Valley Eats.
Ready to shake up your dining experience? Legends Casino Hotel has something for every taste. At Lucky Shots Coffee Bar, it's more than just coffee. Frothy lattes, bold espressos, hearty sandwiches, desserts, and more. Lucky Shots has a winning hand of flavors any time of the day. Join us for our full-service menu, or dive into our legendary buffet options, including our salad bar and a variety of desserts that will have you coming back for seconds. Explore the newly updated food court with so many choices to satisfy your craving. At Fortune's, savor a customized crab boil fit for a king, queen, or joker with all the extras. Try the crab boil with one of our specialty sauces, big enough to share, but don't be slow with your fork. This is good eating. Burger lovers, head to Legendary Burgers, try the Mount Adams, or go classic with fries and a Huckleberry shake. Craving pizza, pasta, and more? Creations has you covered. After that custom-made pizza pie, don't forget dessert. You just gotta try our house-made cannoli. For authentic Mexican-style cooking, Madre's Mexican Kitchen is a must. With fresh homemade tortillas and savory sauces, you will not be disappointed. Try our enchiladas, street tacos, or something new to you. Madre's is sure to bring it home. Whether you're here to dine or unwind, Legends Casino Hotel has a world of exciting flavors waiting for you. Bring your appetite, your friends and family, and let the culinary journey begin.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
Wait! Go, go, go! Yeah!
Touchdown, Dallas! Cardinals, Cowboys, Monday Night Football at 5. Apple Valley News Now.
Apple Valley News Now is Pasco,
Yakima,
Lee Island, West Richland. Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues to the Cascades, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. Apple Valley News Now.
Time for what's trending. If you are a fan of the Jetsons, this might be the Rosie you've been waiting for. This is Neo.
That's right, a robot housekeeper created by the A1 and robotics company 1X. Neo can clean your house, do your laundry, water your plants, and if you're in need of a dance break, Neo can also dance.
Okay, it weighs 66 pounds and stands 5 feet tall, 6 inches tall, and runs a cool $20,000.
That's it?
Yeah,
It doesn't look anything like Rosie, just saying. Don't worry, 1X says there are lots of security features, so this doesn't turn into the Terminator.
Oh, gosh.
However, you do have to sign a waiver because the human operators of the robot have to be able to see into your home in order to perform tasks. That's kind of creepy.
We are living in the Twilight Zone.
We are, but
Weird.
if it could do laundry, I'm in.
That is cool. Yeah.
Organize my stuff. That'd be great.
What's coming up next?
All right, your reason to smile. You don't want to miss it. And one final look at that weekend forecast.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads with strategies for your business to grow brands across the streaming apps you know best.
Plus, we have the local expertise that connects you with new customers in Central Washington, Northern Oregon, and the world.
Wherever your market is, whoever your market is, we'll get results that matter and build your business.
Phase 3 Digital from Apple Valley News Now. We know digital. Contact us today.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Are you an energy worker receiving home health care? Don't settle. It's time to choose better care. At CNS Cares, our local nurses provide reliable care you can count on. Your dedicated care manager will help you get all the care and benefits you've earned.
My first provider made a lot of promises. CNS Cares has delivered.
Find out why more families are switching to CNS Cares. Visit cnscares.com.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
And come take a look at your screen. We mentioned those Northern Lights last night, and someone captured them in Othello. P. Keller 650, thank you for getting that. Must have had some clearing of clouds and not a lot of light pollution where you are. So great photo. QR code, top of your screen. That's how you get your photo on TV. And once again, thanks to Lifetime Dental Care. All right, the headlines, clear, dry. It's a good trick-or-treat night. Rain and wind are going to be the deal tomorrow. Sunday fun day. That's going to be the best day of the weekend. And more rain is heading our way through next week. There's what it looks like tomorrow. There's the rainy day. Things will clear out later in the afternoon, but the winds are going to be sticking around most of the day, so be prepared for that.
Very good. Stacey, thank you. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Happy Halloween. Hoping your news is good news.
Good night. Have a good weekend.